light, green light. Go, go, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the penultimate round of the ACC Potato Nation Multi-Class Championship at the world-renowned Circuit of the Americas in the U.S. state of Texas. As usual, my name is Stuart Brierson. I'm your lead commentator for this race. Joining me is race director and second commentator and my good friend, Stephen Mullen.
Good evening, guys. Thanks for having me again, Stu. Looking forward to this one at COTA. We're in America. It's a great circuit. It's a long circuit. Plenty of mad corners. I think there's plenty of opportunities for overtaking on this circuit. It's a great evening. It's a dry track. It's a warm one. I wish I was in America, but I'm not. I'm in Northern Ireland.
You know what? You're getting very patriotic all of a sudden there, Steve. Are you
America.
all of a sudden? America! Yeah, of course. I think you're like Richard Hammond, Stephen, where you become a secret American.
Secret American for the day. Worked for the
Secret
FBI.
Yeah, no, a secret American has the sense that you have an American flag outside your house. You own a Harley Davidson, a Mustang, and you wear chaps and cowboy boots and put cheese on everything.
Cheese. Oh, I had a big pie tonight, but it wasn't. There's no cheese. I don't know. Does that count?
I think so. We'll have to ask a few of our American friends here in Potato Nation whether that counts or not.
Anyway, what do you think tonight? Do you think Gunther can do it tonight? Wrap it up?
I think so. I mean, because if we look at the championship standings here for GT3, Gunther de Paul, he's currently ahead of Alex. He's currently 35 points ahead of Alex Mielchen. If he gets another win here, I reckon that's it. He has the championship in the bag. So when it comes to the drop rounds, that's it. No matter what happens, no matter what round results he has to drop, I think that's it. He has I think he has his championship well in the bag, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else has really come close to him this season. He's dominated from the start, first race to the last here, and yeah, I think if he just keeps it on the circuit tonight, he's guaranteed good points, as there's only 4 GT4 cars or GT3 cars out tonight.
Yeah, there's only it's a very small grid this evening. We're even missing half of the GT4 field. Even current championship leader in GT4, Herbert Froschkel, is missing now. This could be crucial there for the championship. If he misses this round, it could mean that he'll have to wait till the last race of the season when we go to Suzuka to win the championship, get the championship wrapped up there.
Yeah, we'll see Ryan Ware's on tonight with Nigel O'Brien. That I think that's where the battle might be. Luke Stokes possibly with him. We've got no Froschkel, no Pascal Delucia either. So it's open for a win here tonight for these guys.
Don't forget though, Ryan Ware, he is participating in the manufacturer's home race, so there'll be a lot of pressure on him to deliver a good result for the Chevrolet manufacturer. Yeah,
they'll be hoping to get good points, and Chevrolet in its home country tonight, and Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah, it should hope so, because this track looks like it's very well designed for the Chevrolet. It has a combination of shallow turns and straights, as well as especially the big famous long straight down at turn 11 heading down towards turn 12, which is a DRS zone in Formula 1, but we don't have that since it's GT3 racing, so no such thing as DRS in GT racing, unfortunately. So hopefully the Chevrolet will be able to maximize its full potential here with the straight lines here at COTA this evening.
Very nice. So COTA, Circuit of the Americas, is a track in Texas, isn't it? Stu, can you give us more information about this circuit?
Absolutely, I can indeed, Steve. So the Circuit of the Americas, located in the US state of Texas, is a 3.4 mile circuit with FIA Grade 1 specification, or as we say in Europe, 5.5 kilometers long, whatever those are, of course. It contains about 20 turns. Famous examples, as I mentioned before, is turn 11, which is a sharp left-hander going down a Le Mans style straight, and corners that just from turn 2 up to turn 9, taking inspiration from Silverstone's Begets and Maggots circuit. and turn 1 being an inspiration of Spa's Eau Rouge and Radion section of the circuit. So there'll be plenty of overtake opportunities available, noticeably in turn 12 and turns 15 and 16 and 19. I believe will also be a good overtaking opportunity. Turn 11 and turn 10 will also be included in that. In the real world, the circuit plays host to Formula 1 since 2012 when the circuit was built, and it also plays host to the MotoGP and most recently the NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, which started racing here at the circuit as part of the championship's ongoing expansion for road circuits.
Yeah, I watched the NASCAR race at COTA actually. It wasn't so long ago there, and them guys, they had a handful keeping them cars on track. Jenson Button was driving for one of the teams. So he was. That's
right. I believe he was competing with the Hendrick Motorsports team back during the 24 Hours Le Mans when Chevrolet entered a NASCAR into that race, and the car itself, it shocked a lot of people. It shocked even the GTE teams because that car was competing in its own class, but yet it was fastest car. It was the fastest car on the grid. It was about 5 kilometers faster than the GTE cars and only 5 seconds slower than the LMP2 cars, which I think it's very remarkable in my opinion.
It was quick, you know. It's probably just a wee tad slow in the corners compared to the GT3 cars, but I mean, it's a beast of an engine, isn't it? Like it accelerates so hard. It's just getting the grip down. I'd love to know whether they're running any TC or ABS. I know they don't in the NASCAR now, but I wonder if they installed anything for it.
They must have there just to help the keep the stock car to be that little bit more stable there coming around the corners.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to ask somebody about that, wouldn't it? Because you think you're driving that car for 3 or 4 hours on end, like taking turns, you know, you'd be absolutely exhausted trying to cage that animal. Like.
Yeah, it will be. But fortunately, that particular stock car, it was considered what's called a Garage 56 entry, meaning that it was not part of any GTE or LMP class whatsoever. It said it was its own class in that race. So that meant that no matter what happened, if they got overtaken by GTEs or LMP2 cars, that didn't matter because they weren't directly racing those cars for the centenary Le Mans race.
Yeah.
But give them credit, they were way faster than any of the GTE teams on the grid that day.
Yeah. It seems Alex Milchin is struggling to get a lap in here for qualifying. We'll jump on board and we'll follow him through the lap here. And if you want to talk us through the lap.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's hopefully
I don't. Start finish here now, which is ideal.
Yeah, so let's hope I don't curse this guy's lap like I did to Ian's lap back in the park. So here we go now. We're at the Circuit of the Americas, heading up towards turn 1, which is an inspiration to the Spa-Francorchamps Radion and Eau Rouge circuit. You want to hit that curve there on the inside and just drive the car all the way down, head up towards turn 3, 4, and 5, which is basically takes inspiration from Silverstone's Maggots and Maggots. Just keep it nice and tight there. Stay as close as you can to the curbs there. And then there's a double right-hander here, so you just want to bring the car out slightly so that way you can aim for the apex there on the inside. Head in towards the next. Now you're heading up towards near the end of the section. You want to go into second gear here. Keep the car nice tight into the curbs here, and then really attack the curbs there at the exit. Heading now down towards turn 11, which you want to stay on the outside here, and then your braking point will be just at the first line on the green on the AstroTurf there on the side. You want to go down the first gear here, and then clip the curb there. And then next thing, now you're going to go down the front straight away. Just keep the power all the way down, and keep the car to the right. If this was Formula 1, we'd have access to DRS here, but unfortunately there's no DRS there for this race, so the driver will have to rely on straight line speed. Look for the 100-meter bar on the right, and then look for the black stuff in the middle. Start your braking point there. Go down the first gear there, and just get back on the power there as you leave that corner. And now we're heading up towards this double right-hander of turn 13s and 14 there. It's a sharp dip there to the right, but then the second right-hander, it's a lot more shallower. Now heading up towards turns 15 and 16 here. You want to keep the car nice and tight there on the inside. Now towards this very long sweeping right-hander, which has multiple apexes to worry about. So you want to keep the car on the right hand side here as you head down towards the penultimate corners here now. Go down 2 gear, go down to 3rd gear here for the first left-hander, then down, then watch for the braking point on the right-hand side, down to 2nd gear, or rather 1st gear in this case. Going around the final corner there now, down the power, head towards the start-finish line, and that's a lap around the circuit of the Americas.
Fantastic stuff, Stu. That's a great lap there by Alex, and he got P2 with that there lap, so we didn't curse him, thankfully. And
nope.
And this circuit is very, very harsh on track limits. So like, and some of them curbs, if you hit them curbs, you know, you could kiss your race goodbye basically, because they could send you into the wall. Very handy, but maybe not for GT4 cars like this big Chevrolet. I could probably eat up them curbs, like.
Yeah, well, there he is. There he is. There's the home favorite. There's the home hero there. Ryan Ware racing for Chevrolet. The home hero for this race today, as all the American fans will have all eyes on him there to bring home a good result for Chevrolet. So yeah, we're in GT4 qualifying there now. So there's a good chance that big hunky Chevrolet will be able to dominate the GT4 qualifying, so long as Ryan Ware keeps on the road.
Indeed. Oh. Yeah.
You were speaking there, Stephen. Go ahead.
No, just pressed the wrong button on my end here, but I think all's good. So, just reading the chat here. Stevie Kirk, hello, how are you? Evening all. I shall be at the back as usual. Don't be harsh on yourself, Steve. You know, you gotta learn. You gotta put the hours in. And maybe for the next season you'll be competing with guys.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll be cheering for you up in the commentary box there, Steve Kirk. So yeah, we know you'll be able to get better there. For hopefully next season, should you hopefully next season there, and be able to have a fighting chance there for next season. And a chat there from Ryan Ware. He said all the other GT4s have KFC waiting from the pits, and he's asking if we can give them a drive-through penalty for that.
They'll be putting on the ballast for these cars to slow them down, maybe with a KFC, a few wicked zinger meals.
Yeah, already other the American restaurants such as KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's.
Yes. Right, guys, we don't want to diss any other. There's other restaurants in America. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. So we
don't want to get what would you call it?
Oh, I think fast food or
desensitized, or whatever you call it on YouTube. We've struck off. Is that the word? I don't know.
Possibly, yeah. So yeah, I mean, those ones, they'll probably be feeding up at Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Chipotle Mexican food, Domino's Pizza, Five Guys, you name it, Dunkin' Donuts. They're probably getting all the American food chains in before they go off and compete, just so the cars can have that few extra pounds and feel that little bit more American.
Yeah, you'd think this race at COTA today, Potato Nation, guys, is sponsored by American Diners. This race is brought to you by Wendy's. Get all your food and fast food and also Bud Light.
Okay, we've definitely become American corporate shills at this point.
It's like a game of football.
Yeah, or like American football.
NGK spark plugs. Get them here.
Yeah. This race is sponsored by Raspberry Yogurts, giving you all the vitamins and nutrients for your everyday sport performance. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So we have a new driver, I believe, tonight.
Yeah, he's in the Mercedes there. I believe that's Ian Orton. I don't know what his first name is, but we'll call him Eric Orton for now, since we don't know his first name.
Eric, I'm gonna say Eamon. I don't know, I'm joking. Eamon's a real Irish name. Orton, I don't think Orton's an Irish name, but
no, I don't think so. I think it's more. I think it could be either an American name.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, yeah. Randy Orton is so awesome, man.
We're full Americans tonight, Stu. Yeah, this guy could be a surprise here. Nobody really knows. It could be like Hungaroring, with one guy dropped in for the race and he got the win, and he enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, we enjoyed that race, especially Albert Gregory's very surprise victory there, coming out of nowhere on his home turf, and kicking the Wiz Motorsports kids' butts there for that race, which was absolutely astonishing to see. I reckon that race could go down as possibly the best race we've ever had in Potato Nation history, alongside Kailami this year. So yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was a great race, and last week's race at Alton Park was fantastic as well. It's been a pretty good season.
It is, yeah. And just to recall as well, the last time we also raced here at Potato Nation, here at COTA, the victory went to former SLP racer Evan Kearns, who had a dominating victory here at COTA, and now he's racing currently for Wiz Motorsports here now. Unfortunately, he's not with us here tonight, or with us throughout the entire season, but we're hoping that the rest of the Wiz Motorsports crew will be able to get a good result on Evan Kearns' behalf.
Absolutely. These guys are still doing really well. And we've just got some times in here at the minute. Luke Stokes sitting on pole at the minute with Nigel O'Brien in P2 and Eli Poe in P3 in the GT4 class. There's not a big pile separating these guys. A couple of tenths.
Ryan Ware is currently in 4th place, so we're hoping now that he'll be able to claw up some ground there and get back and get into contention there for this very small GT4 field. So he should hopefully have a fighting chance to get back at the top and give the American crowd something to be patriotic about in this great American race here on Potato Nation. All we need now is American football players there invading the track, people, patriots firing guns into the air, and stock cars driving around the place, and then this race will be truly American.
Yeah, I don't think the Americans get any trouble with guys like Just Stop Oil, like coming onto their racetrack and causing chaos. Maybe you'd get that at Silverstone at Formula One, or I watched the World Superbikes today at Donington Park. It was quite good actually. There was no problems there.
All right, well, I mean, let's not try and get too political or anything like that. Well, I mean, I don't want to be too. I don't want this to turn. So I don't want this to be political or anything like that. But I suppose if there's both oil, America. Yeah. But I suppose if something like that crowd that you mentioned did invade the track, I suppose the Americans will handle it like they do best. Handle it with guns and lots of guns.
See the crowd looks so excited there in the stand, just seeing them waving the flags as Eli Poe went past there.
Yeah, and Ryan Ware, the home favorite, has taken 3rd place in the GT4 qualifying. So he's just right behind Luke Stokes there for 2nd place there. He's hopefully that he'll be able to use the power of that straight line speed from the Chevrolet Camaro and get back and have a fighting chance of finishing on the podium for this race. Because remember, the Chevrolet Camaro, at least its road going counterpart, from what I've researched, has a top speed of 165 miles an hour or 265 kilometers. Again, whatever the hell those are anyway.
Who knows?
Yeah.
On board now with Stephen Kirk. Big shout out.
Stephen.
He's held up the rear really well this season.
Yeah, and so far Stephen Kirk, he's been doing very well. As far as I know, I think he's finished nearly every single race without one single retirement. So I think we have our own Max Chilton here in Potato Nation for this season.
He's stuck at it for a pedal.
He has, yeah. I mean, he might not be the fastest, but he's been pretty consistent. So I'd say he has a similar trait to that Marussia F1 driver that used to compete in F1, Max Chilton, who finished every single race without a single retirement back in the 2013 season, which is a pretty good achievement in my opinion.
Indeed.
So we're coming now towards the end of qualifying there. Now there is one of the Alpines there of Ruben Ashim there, I believe. Ashim there is coming around the final corner there now. Where does that? Oh no, that's Nigel O'Brien actually. Excuse me, Nigel O'Brien there. That's actually out in front. He's currently holding on to P1 there in the GT4 standings, and I think that's Orton there behind him there. He's going to be settling there now for 7th place in the grid, I believe. Eighth place.
Let me see. Interesting.
Yeah, so he'll most likely be starting in 8th place on the grid, providing that everything, provided nothing dramatic happens in these last couple of seconds. But what about Ryan Ware, the home hero for Chevrolet? How's he doing? He's just crossed the finish. He's just crossed the start line now, the timing line to begin his last qualifying lap. Now all eyes will be on him. Can he take pole position and give the American crowd something to roar about here? Here he comes there now around turns. Here he comes there now around turns 7, 8, and 9 there, down towards turn 10, 11.
He's really getting that thing going side roads there. He's really pushing hard here.
He is indeed. Now turn 11. After this is where the Chevrolet Camaro is going to be at its best. Straight line speed is where this Camaro will be strongest. Here we go there now, down the back straight there now on this Le Mans style straight. Where would he? This is where he should be able to gain an advantage over everybody else for the race. Now into turn 12 there now. Into turn 12. Can Ryan Ware keep the momentum up for this? Ryan Ware keep the momentum up for this final sector here.
Some tricky good corners in this circuit, isn't there?
There is some very tricky corners there indeed, but fortunately Ryan Ware is able to wrestle that Chevrolet Camaro around the corners there, no problem whatsoever.
Currently he's a second off Nigel O'Brien in P1, so you really have to pull something out of the bag.
You'll have to, otherwise, I mean, if he gets third place here, then that'd be good. But if he gets second behind, take second place of Luke Stokes there, then that could be something worth keeping an eye on. Here he comes around the final corner. Where does he start? He starts in third place. Okay, so he starts in third place there on the grid for the race here this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that qualifying's over and done with, let's have a rundown of our champion of the grid for this evening's race. Go to the poll, starting in first place there, and has a good chance to take on the title for this evening's race, provided that nothing dramatic happens to him. Behind him is his teammates Stephen Kroll and Alex Milchin is in third place there, with Menno Dekars there is in fourth place, completing the entire GT3 and being the only four GT3 cars for tonight's race. Looking down at GT4, we have Nigel O'Brien there, another favorite in GT4 class. He's starting in pole position, with Luke Stokes and Ryan Ware in holding down second and third place, and Eli Poe there is in fourth place, with Chris Willis in fifth place, John McDonald's in sixth, Eric Orton is in seventh place, and Eric Orton is in seventh place, and Stephen Kirk in eighth. Yeah, so let's see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Yeah, that's right. So Stephen Kirk rounds up the entire grid. Sorry, I got a bit mixed up there for a second there.
Not at all. You're doing a stellar job. And you see three Ferraris, and then you have Alex. Alex always gets the best launches on the start of a race. So turn one's gonna be key tonight.
Yeah, it'll be definitely very key because that corner is very tight. So it's a corner that challenges late braking very much. So yeah, it's all about seeing who can be the latest of the breakers there at turn one, and dive bombing is very much encouraged there on this circuit here at Circuit of the Americas.
Absolutely, and that's what I was just about to say. If I was Gunter the Paul, I'd be putting my left wheels pretty much near the grass to stop Alex Milchin getting a good run up the inside, because he's going to get a good launch. He's going to go make it 3 wide, I would say, between the two Ferraris. The Porsche seems to get off to the line a lot quicker, and yeah, Menno Dekars, he's just going to have to try and hang on to these guys. If the battle, he has maybe a chance, but if they get away, I think it's game over.
No doubt that going to the pole will use all his experience to fend off that Porsche. But yeah, if he's aware of that Porsche's performance, and if he knows Alex Milchin, he should be able to, as you say, defend to the inside coming at turn one and stop the Porsche there from diving up the inside, preventing a three-way battle here at the Circuit of the Americas.
I think Nigel, if he doesn't make any mistakes, he could get the win here. But Luke Stokes is going to be on his heels. I think the wee Alpine can turn well. this circuit has a couple of tricky corners, and I think it'd be good for this car to be able to handle that. You know, Ryan Ware, he's going to be there or thereabouts, but I don't know if that car has it on the circuit.
Yeah, I think the Alpine will definitely be. I think the Alpine will definitely be very much quicker on the tighter section, like the Silverstone, Begits and Maggots type chicane there. Anyway, 10 seconds to go for this race, and before I say, just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, God bless our troops and God bless America. Start your engine.
Oh, say can you see? Then you get the F-16s flying overhead.
Yeah,
You shot.
Yeah, F-16, the B-2 stealth bomber, and C-17 military transport planes flying over to make this even more American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas barbecue and guns.
Yeehaw!
Let's go.
Here we go. We're approaching the start-finish line there now. Who's gonna get the better start here now? Here we go. It's definitely gonna be a very hectic run down to turn 1. But
Waiting
who
for the
will
lights
get the
to
best
go.
start? Here we go. The race is about to get underway soon, and it's going to get underway any second there.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Oh, great start there by Alex Milton once again. And Alex Milton, as we predicted, he's going to go down the inside there. Gunther Paul, and Gunther Paul just cannot defend it to the inside. But Gunther Paul is going to get the switch back there on Alex Milton, and Alex Milton is staying ahead. What a fantastic start there by Alex Milton. As we predicted there, he's got a fantastic start there off going to the pole. And now because of that, he's now up in the first place. But is Gunther Paul able to fight back against the Porsche of Alex Milton? Because the Porsche has some insane acceleration. But the question is now, is Gunther Paul able to keep up with Milton ahead of him?
Hello, Stephen Crowell was on his back tail bumper there very early on there, and he couldn't get past. You can't in that Maggots and Backett style corner. You just have to stay a single file, I suppose. And Mino Dakker's there, run wide there. He's missed his brake marker, but he's recovered there all right. So let's get a look at Luke Stokes has got the lead off Nigel O'Brien. I think we missed that, unfortunately, but
yeah, we're not sure what happened. We're not sure what happened at the start of the race, but now Luke Stokes has gone the lead of Nigel O'Brien, with Nigel O'Brien in second place, and Ryan Ware, the home hero, is doing a good job there, keeping up with first and second place. The Chevrolet Camaro, as you can see there's the advantage. The straight line speed is able to keep up with the little Alpine in front, but is able to fend off the Mercedes there behind him. And on further back there now, here is Eric Orton there, racing alongside Chris Willis there. Orton is fighting his way through the field there, and now he is up into P6 now, P5 now, I believe, on the first lap. So already he's made up plenty of positions there to start this race.
Yeah, he got the move done on Chris Willis there, and there we go. John McDonald now looking at Chris Willis. He's looking to get this pass done to keep up with Eric Orton as well. And he's looked like he got a good run out of that corner as well, and he might maybe have a look here. I don't think he's close enough.
Yeah, there's Eric Orton going down the inside of Chris Willis, and he's got the move, and he's actually got the move done brilliantly. But they're racing side by side down along the start-finish line. Who now? I think if I would have guessed correctly, I think the Porsche there of John McDonald actually there will try and make a dive bomb there down to turn 1. Here he comes there now down turn 1. Careful there, lads, don't make contact. But Chris Willis has the grip on the outside, and he continues to hold on to P6 in the GT4 grid.
It was a nice move indeed, wasn't it? He's got a good run out of the final turn.
But as we say, that's Ryan Ware going slightly wide there, and that's left him vulnerable to the Mercedes of Eli Poe behind him. And that's contact there. Eli Poe has hit the back of the Chevrolet. Now what is Eli Poe doing there? It seemed like he broke his concentration there for a second there. But either way, Ryan Ware luckily managed to hold on to P3 there. Now our hearts sank there for a second, but Ryan Ware is still going very strong as he continues to fight. Continues to hold on to P3.
Yeah, he done well to save that car there. I think Eli just got his times all mixed up there, and we have a change on the lead there. Going into T1.
And here is the championship contender going to the pole there now, trying to fight his way around the Porsche. He's getting very close and close. Now, if I'm correct, if he wins this race, when it comes to the final race and the drop rounds kick in, that's it. I think going to the pole will have the championship in the bag here, in the bag coming into the final race. So no matter what happens, then he has the championship titles clinched if he finishes first for this race. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, Alex definitely under serious pressure now by going to the pole. Going to the pole, he's got going here. He's got his tires warmed up. He's getting confident every lap. And Stephen Kroll is really struggling to hang on to these guys. Mino Deckers, he's 2 seconds off the pace now. And is really struggling to catch the guys. Once you lose the draft, it's game over in these big straights.
Yeah, so it's crucial there now to stay in the draft when you're on these long straightaways around the Circuit of the Americas. But Alex Milchin there, he looks like he's struggling under pressure. Oh, and there we have Nigel O'Brien there and Luke Stokes there racing side by side with each other. Now, how is this going to? How will this look for Brian Ware, the Chevrolet at the back there?
Oh, big lunge.
Luke Stokes over the inside there. Oh, there's slight bit of contact there with Nigel O'Brien, the two cars. But fortunately, both cars were able to keep their noses clean. And Luke Stokes there and gets over the first place there. But now Nigel O'Brien is trying to look to the inside there. Here he comes now around this Baggett and Maggots looking like corner. Nigel O'Brien has cut the chicane there slightly. So I hope the stewards were watching that because he exceeded track limits there for a little while. But now Luke Stokes has gotten the place, is now running first place in the GT4 standings. Great stuff there. Great stuff there from the Mercedes
and
driver.
Just as that was happening, Ryan Ware was under serious pressure behind him, as you can see, with by Eli Poe as well. It's happening everywhere, and it's very hard to keep up. And we're just on board now with Gunther de Paul, trying to have a look at Alex Milchin here. He just thought it. No, I'll hang back. I'll try and get a good run out of the corner.
One thing for sure about Gunther de Paul, he's getting closer and closer there to Alex Milchin. Here he comes around this double right-hander here. And now, is he going to... The tires should be more properly warmed up there now. So he should be able to... He should be able to make an attack on Alex Milchin anytime soon there, heading down towards turns 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, I think he'll be lining him up for turn 1 here. Right, this lap again, if he can stay within touching distance. You can see both drivers have 2 different lanes in these corners.
Go to the pause game, very close to there now. Is he gonna make the move stick here? He decides no, but he's getting very closer and closer there. Now this first place battle here in GT4 is heating up. Nigel O'Brien's got past the Mercedes of Luke Stokes, but Stokes is fighting back. They're racing side by side there into the penultimate corner. There's contact there at this double right-hander, and Nigel O'Brien gets back ahead with Ryan Ware closing in on him. And now Ryan Ware and Luke Stokes has gone slightly wide there. But now this battle in GT4 is heating up massively here now. Ryan Ware will be keeping an eye on the battle in front while also trying to fend off the Mercedes of Eli Poe there behind him.
Yeah, going up into turn 1 here, it's looking good. Nigel was going to take it to the pencil line, but I don't think the guys behind him are close enough to make a lunge for it. But Luke Stokes looks like he's fantastic on the brakes and that Mercedes there in the real hard braking zones. Like, so I see Eli Poe is all over the back of Ryan Ware as well. Ryan Ware, he doesn't know whether to look in his rear mirror or his front mirror. As you can see, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, and now Eli Poe once again runs in the back of the big Chevrolet of Ryan Ware. Eli Poe is definitely been put under a lot of pressure to get past the big hunky Chevrolet, and he tries around the outside there of Ryan Ware. Ryan Ware manages to shut the door on Poe, and now he maintains his position in 3rd place.
I think Eli Poe's slightly been held up slightly, but Ryan Ware's driving the wheels of that car as well, so they're keeping up with the leaders as well. So it's just a matter of being patient for Eli Poe and trying to get a good run out of the corner. But you say the power in the straights maybe is just what's keeping the Chevrolet in front of the Mercedes at the minute.
I think you're right there. Steve. And that the straight line speed of that Chevrolet is what's able to help Ryan Ware to defend against a very radical Mercedes there behind him. Oh, looks down the inside there at turn 12. but using the sheer size of that Chevrolet, Ryan Ware continues to maintain his stand in third place. Meanwhile, up in front, Luke Stokes there is chasing down is still managing to keep up with the Alpine of Nigel O'Brien there in front of him, with Alex Mielchen there in GT3 currently still leading ahead. But this GT4 battle is just way too much fun to watch there. It's very hard for us to take our eyes off this battle in front.
That's fantastic. We'll come back to that in a second. We'll just get a look at the leaders here in the GT3 class.
Yeah, and now for the important battle. This is the championship deciding race here. If Gunther Paul finishes where he is now in second place, he'll have 30 points. So that means he'll have 230 points there. Alex Mielchen should have about, whereas Alex Mielchen should have about 200 points coming into the final race. So I definitely think. Oh, was there a slight bit of contact there? What happened there?
He done a lunge up the inside, ran where was done the switchback, and Eli Poe tried to get the power down, and he got the car side roads. There was no contact at all there. It was just loss of traction.
Well, fair play to that big Chevrolet. Once again, Ryan Ware showing that he is well confident behind the wheel of the big, muscular, hunky Chevrolet. My God, as I say that there, Gunther Paul goes around the outside of Alex Mielchen. Now this is crucial here now. Gunther Paul goes down the inside of Alex Mielchen, and he gets the move done there. Great stuff there from Gunther Paul. He's up in the first place there now ahead of Alex Mielchen, and that's put him back in championship contention. And that's put him back in contention to have the title clinched by the end of this race.
It's happening all over the field. We can't check our eyes off it right now. Let's see what Gunther Paul can do now. Can Alex Mielchen stay with him? I think he can. I think he's quick enough.
I think so too. But now here is and Gunther Paul's run slightly wide there, and now but Alex Mielchen there is not in a position to make the lunge there on Gunther Paul. And as we see here now, Gunther Paul, his tires are well warmed up. He's on fire. The car's waking up. Everything's clicked together. And now he's back in championship contention. He's back in contention there now to have the title clinched by the end of this race. But as we say here, there's another battle going on here now. Eli Poe is still desperately trying to get past the big hunky Chevrolet of Ryan Ware that is defending like a lion in front of him. The Chevrolet is doing a fantastic job holding down P3, so I can imagine a lot of the American fans in the grandstands are happy seeing their car pouring magnificently here at the Circuit of the Americas on the home turf here today.
You can see the back of Ryan Ware's car, and Luke Stokes has been touching him in all the places Ryan Ware won't want him to be touching him on the back end.
No, I definitely think Ryan Ware will need to file some sort of harassment lawsuit against Eli Poe for touching him in places where Ryan Ware's car doesn't want to be touched. But now Eli Poe tries to look at the outside. He goes to the inside. He's going to try and make the lunge. Ryan Ware holds the outside line. Is Eli Poe going to make the move stick? And he does. The Mercedes there with its sheer braking power gets it for the Chevrolet. And now that's left Ryan Ware to try and fend back off with the P3.
Let's see if Ryan Ware can fight back now. These guys will be watching their track limits. This is the part of the track that you can really get hammered for it if you cut the corners. Indeed,
yeah. A lot of the track limits here in this track is very strict on a lot of racing sims, with ACC being no different whatsoever. But as we see here now is the Chevrolet gonna be able to make the move stick? And as we see Orton there going down the inside of Chris Wells. Chris Wells looks to the outside with the Porsche of John McDonald just trailing behind him in this battle for 5th place.
Battles all over the port. We'll have a change of leader again here. The battle's on.
And now here's the big battle here. Alex Mielchen goes down the inside of Gunther Paul. They're both racing side by side, coming into the final corner. Who is going to get the better? Who's going to have the better grip? It's Alex Mielchen there, but Alex Mielchen goes wide. Gunther Paul gets a switch back there, and here is Stephen Kroll there, trying to get involved. He's going to try and make it 3 wide there, coming into turn 1. Now is good. Now is Stephen Kroll does Kroll have the draft to stay with him? And there's a little bit of contact there between Alex Mielchen and Stephen Kroll. Oh, there's contact there. Gunther Paul has been hit in the back by Alex Mielchen. Now things are really starting to heat up here. We're only 15 minutes into this race, and already the 3 Wiz Motorsport kids are going at it here in the last 20 minutes. Fantastic stuff here we're witnessing here at COTA. Unbelievable stuff here. You'll never see. It's very rare we get to see a battle this close up at the top of the field.
It's happening all over the place. There was no more contact with Ranwar and Luke's or Eli Poe as well. We just got it up on the message board there from race control. Oh, you can't take your eyes off this, and this is the battle for P3, I believe. P4. P3,
yes,
yeah,
P3,
it's P3, yeah. Eli Poe sitting in P3 at the minute.
Yeah, don't forget the Mercedes has sheer braking ability, but the Chevrolet has the good straight line speed. Now, so I reckon Ryan Ware's next overtaking opportunity will come at about turn 11 here because of its sheer straight line speed, and that a lot of the muscle cars are known to be quarter-mile drag racers. So the big long straight is where it'll be at its strongest. But now, as we see here is, yeah, baby, American muscle, man, yeah. And as we see here, Chris Willis there now chasing down the newcomer Eric Orshan there. In the Mercedes there in front of him.
Eric Orton having a decent race indeed, you know, first debut race for him. He's going well. He run a bit wide there, but I think he's in good stead now.
He is indeed, and yeah, Eric Orshan, only his first race at Potato Nation already. He's already got my interest anyway. What about you, Stephen? Has he got your interest as well?
Definitely does. I think he looks like a good, clean driver. Hopefully you'll see more of him. That's what this Potato Nation wants to see.
Exactly. We're always looking. And oh, is that going to the pole? He's in the pits.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh my goodness me!
I don't believe it. I would say it's a drive-through. Drive-through penalty. Cut track limits. I would say.
Oh my goodness me! Oh no! I don't believe it. Going to the pole is in the pits there. My goodness me, he's in the pits to serving a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's a long
It was only a matter of time.
It's
a very long pit. Go ahead.
No, it's shocking long, and that's a big blow for Gunther.
Indeed, it's a massive blow there for Gunther there. So, at this rate, if he finishes where he is, he will not get a championship secure here at the Circuit of the Americas. He'll have to go down to the next race at Suzuka there to get the championship there secure. Meanwhile, further down the Mercedes, the McLaren, and the Porsche there are still staying very close to each other there in the last 18 and a half, nearly just over 18 and a half minutes left of this race. And now here's John McDonald there trying to look down the inside there of Chris Willis. But Chris Willis still continues to hold on to P6 in the GT4 standings with John McDonald currently in P7.
It just shows you all over the field, guys, there's battles going on. So if you want to race for Potato Nation, you'll always find someone to race with no matter your ability. You can have the best crack, even if you're battling for the last two positions on the track. You can have fun.
Indeed. Yeah, we welcome racers from all walks of life here at Potato Nation. So if you fancy joining us for a race, come on in and use our website. simracing.gp for to find us there. We're known as to find the Potato Nation team, the Potato Nation community, and you'll be able to join in a championship season from there. With a big thanks to our sponsor, Pitskill.io, helping you bring professional racing to ACC and helping you join a matchup with other players similar to your skill.
Good stuff. Stephen Kirk there getting a tank slapper through the maggots and backets-esque corners there. You may be struggling with Circuit of Marcus. It's a tricky circuit to learn if it's your first time on it. It's a tactical circuit. It takes a lot of concentration to nail a lap on it.
It does indeed. It's yeah, this circuit definitely has a lot of curveballs to throw at the drivers. So if you're not careful, here when it comes to the tight corners, it can easily throw you off and be able to have you pretty much put into the wall, in the gravel trap, or in the off or in the runoff area. Whatever happens first.
Yeah, it'll be very sore in the tires as well. This sort of circuit is it's super long.
This circuit here will have this is a circuit where tire degradation will be very high, so tire management will play a factor here at the Circuit of the Americas. And as we see now, Alex Milchin there currently in first place after a very hectic battle. Things have started to calm down now a bit in GT3. So if things stand where they are, Alex Milchin will have 200 points going to this race, going into the next race with Go to the Paul there. Going into the next race with 25 points. So essentially going to the pole will be about 25 points ahead going into Suzuka. So he's probably not going to be able to clinch the title here. So it'll definitely go down to the wire. It'll definitely go down to the last race of the championship there, if I'm correct.
Indeed. The battling is coming down. This is the closest battle so far, or at the minute.
Yeah, so all that's left now is the battle for P5 with John McDonald and Chris Willis there continuing to hunt each other down here at the Circuit of the Americas. Heading down now towards turn 11. Is John McDonald going to be able to make the move stick here? No, he doesn't, but the McLaren once again showing, as I say that there, the McLaren once again showing that it's a very good car around the corners there. But how is the front end powered Porsche Cayman there able to keep up with the McLaren on the straights? And to turn 12 we go now. Chris Willis there now has eyes set on the Mercedes of Eric Orton there here in P5 ahead.
Definitely been some great battles over this course of the season, and everyone usually ends up battling the same guys.
Yeah, talk about friendly rivalries here in Potato Nation. It's never short. That's one thing it's never short of, is definitely a good old-fashioned friendly rivalry here in Potato Nation, where it definitely brings the audiences back time and time again to talk about the epic battles that have taken place this season and many seasons before then.
Indeed. But Alex Milchin up at the front, he still has to drive pretty hard because Stephen Krall, he's 3 seconds behind him at the minute. But if he takes his foot off the gas or gets complacent, all it takes is a wee slip and you get a track warning, track limits, and you're doing a drive through like Gunther de Paul there, and your race is over.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful still.
Indeed.
Alex is fantastic. He's very, very composed driver. Doesn't make many mistakes. He's very consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's definitely a very consistent driver. I imagine Alex Milchin has some experience with endurance racing if he's able to concentrate for long periods of time in GT3 racing like here on ACC, because there's definitely nothing that distracts Alex Milchin here in the Potato Nation series, and it shows here in this race this evening. So as he leaves now near the end of the Silverstone stop, Beckett to Maggots into turn 9. He's heading now towards turn 11 there with Stephen Krall just chasing him down now. Is Stephen Krall catching Alex Milchin, or is he just maintaining the gap there?
Yeah, he's just maintaining the gap at the minute. Still about 3 seconds. He's actually losing time. Alex is still pulling away slowly but surely. Alex is still making ground on him. 12 minutes to go in the race. Alex is just cruising now. I think the pressure's off. He can just settle in now and just hit his markers, and hit his apexes. It's all good now for Alex, I think, unless he makes a slip of concentration. But as I say, he's been very consistent all year. And here we are on board with Nigel O'Brien leading the GT4 race now, and Luke Stokes 4 seconds behind him as well. So I say it's a big circuit. Once guys get away from you, they're hard to catch.
Indeed. this is don't forget this is after all a 5.5 kilometer circuit. So it'll be definitely trying to keep up with the other cars in front of you and behind you will be a very tricky process here. So it will definitely come down to pure pace on the circuit and who can manage their tires as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the track temperature is, but it's definitely a track once the tires going to be, the car could be a real handful, especially on these types of corners here where you could lose the back end very easily stepping out.
Yeah, and don't forget the state of Texas is known to be quite warm this time of the year. So tire management will play a crucial role here on the circuit, as well as the endurance, as well as how the drivers can endure the heat, because I imagine inside the cockpit of those cars will be quite warm in there, if I'm not mistaken. So I imagine they'll have plenty of they'll need plenty of water to drink there while they're driving those cars.
I'd say these boys aren't drinking water. I'd say they're drinking pints.
probably drinking Guinness or something like that.
No, you're an American man. You're drinking Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah, Jack Daniels,
Tennessee
Bud Light.
whiskey. No, that's in Tennessee. That's not Texas.
Yeah, I think Jack Daniels is from Tennessee,
yeah.
and there's also a Bud Light there as well.
What drinks are made in? I wonder what drinks are made in Texas.
I'm going to check that now. Texas alcohol drinks. Just to look it up here now while things are pretty calm here.
They are indeed. It's calmed down, so we will bring you some entertainment, folks.
Yeah. So let's see. The drinks that are very popular in Texas is Fever Water cocktail, and Texas tea, mule cocktail, ranch water, margaritas. You name it there. Texas alcohol beverages. Beverage.
The home of guns.
Guns. What's considered Texas alcohol beverage? Or maybe let's try beers made in Texas. Just to look up here.
They're probably more of a beer county, all right.
Yeah, let's take a look here and see what's made. Oh, sorry, I spelled beers wrong. I spelled bears. So let's see. There'd
be bears in Texas. They'd be all shot if they were.
Yeah. So drinks that are popular in Texas is Real Ale, Hazy IPA, Jester King, Lone Pint, Southern Star, and Live Oak. I've not heard of those manufacturers before, but according to Google, it said those kind of alcoholic beverages are very popular in Texas.
We just see here now, Alex Milchin has caught up with the GT4 cars, and he's trying to get past Chris Willis here. He's losing time for sure in this slower section, and he'd be hoping Stephen Krall doesn't make too much time, but I think he's through there now anyway, and Stephen Krall has not gained much time on him. And he's going to send it down to T1 here, and Eric Orton has spotted that, so that hasn't held anyone up there.
All right, but looking back at the championships situation here now, so as it stands, going to the pole at the end of this race, should finish with 225 points going into the final race. With Alex Milchin, if he finishes where he is now, he'll have 35 points, which is 200 points. And with the drop round and the drop rounds coming up, so yeah, I think no matter what happens here now, as long as the Paul can keep the car on the road, I reckon he has this championship in the bag now, no matter what happens.
I think so. Even a third place for Gunther is still a great result. I think he's this championship one. So
yep.
Stephen Krall just struggling to get past Chris Willis here. Chris Willis defending for a GT3 car.
Fortunately, though, there's not too many GT3 cars to worry about. So
yeah,
the Whiz kids will not have too much competition to deal with when they're lapping these GT4 cars.
So anyway, Texas Motor Speedway is a great circuit, also in Texas for the NASCAR. That's a good one.
Yeah, I have driven on that circuit a couple times on both AC and iRacing as well, and even though I'm not much of a NASCAR fan myself, it is definitely quite a fun circuit to race on when if you're a big NASCAR fan in general.
Yeah, I'd like to see some Potato Nation leagues like just racing on tracks from that country and just maybe pick one or two. Oh!
What happened? Oh, is that Stephen Crawler?
Yeah.
Stephen Crawler's after spinning there.
Yeah, we'll get a look at that again here.
Yeah, we got distracted there. We'll talk about NASCAR there. Then all of a sudden, Stephen Crawler just spun off there. Now, what happened here? Did he lose the back end? Did he catch the curbs? Or let's see what happened here. Yes. So here he comes around the start of the S's.
Just
what happened here now?
Got away from him, didn't it? Oh.
The car got away from there indeed. And now Eli Poe has caught to the back of Luke Stokes there now. Now we have something to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. 5.5 minutes to go. The two Mercedes are fighting each other for second place. Poe and Stokes are going wheel to wheel with each other now.
Stokes has been sleeping for the last couple of minutes because there was nobody near him, and he's just realised now Eli Poe is on his back door here, and now he's got something to think about.
Yeah, indeed. Now if these two will have to be careful that they don't take each other out, because Ryan Ware in the Chevrolet is lurking there just a few seconds down the road. But Eli Poe is looking down the inside there. Oh, there's slight bit contact there with Stokes. Poe is alongside Stokes, heading up towards turn one. And there's the Chevrolet of Ryan Ware just cruising there right behind them, waiting for them to choke, so that way he can move up 2 places there and get up into second place.
I think.
Oh, as they say that there, Stokes has gone off wide there. Tokyo drifting around turn one, but now that's left him, and now that's made him lose the position to Poe. Poe is up in the second place there now, with Stokes now chasing him down in third place, and with only 4.5 minutes to go. Seems like things are starting to heat back up now again, Steve.
Yeah, Poe's really had a great race. He's been very aggressive, but it's been pretty fair in my eyes. He's done a bit of door rubbing, he's done a bit of love tapping. You know, it's all racing at the end of the day. You know, you're gonna be a bit of contact when you're racing close to guys. Maybe he loves the BTCC series and he loves a bit of door banging, but it's worked for him today.
No doubt he's probably done a bit of British touring car racing on some of the other sims that have mods available to race those cars. So that's probably why he's using his expertise from touring car racing and applied it there in GT racing there, and it seems to have worked out well from there in this race this evening.
Indeed, but I don't know how well that'll go down with the other veterans at Potato Nation. Maybe them guys will be thinking he was over aggressive, but in my opinion it's just good hard racing.
I'd be with you on that one there, Steve. It's just good old-fashioned hard racing there, which so we love to see. And there's Orton there, diving on the inside of Chris Willis. And there's the Ferrari, I think, of Good to Paul there, trying to navigate his way around the GT4 cars.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We'll see if I can get it here.
Yeah, so here's Orton there, chasing down Chris Willis there, going down towards turn 11. It looks like Orton there tried to make a big lunge there on Chris Willis. Yes, he did. Oh, he tried to come from a long way back there, but he was just too ambitious there into turn 11. And now because of that there, not going to the pole, Chris Willis continues to hold on to 6th place there in the GT4 class.
Chris Willis maybe lost a wing mirror there as that brushed up the side, but he was actually lucky enough to get away with that there. Maybe Chris Willis seen him coming in the mirror and just let him run past him.
Possibly indeed. But now as we say that, here's now the Mercedes of Eric Orton and John McDonald now battling each other there now for 6th place. And now here's John McDonald coming down the inside there of Orton. But Orton cannot defend, but he gets a switch back there. They're racing side by side towards the start-finish line with only 2 minutes to go there now. Orton pulls ahead, but can John McDonald make the switch back going into turn 1? Will he be able to make the stick there? He tries to brake very late there, heading down towards turn 1, and Orton there now, Orton there And Orton there continues to dominate ahead of John McDonald in 6th place. Looking up ahead for the battle in 2nd place there now. The 2 Mercedes of Eli Poe and Luke Stokes there now are getting very close to each other there now. With 1 minute and 20 seconds to go on the clock, it's anyone's race now at this point. 1 minute and 15 seconds. 1 minute and 15 seconds there now to go. Luke Stokes is getting closer and closer to the Mercedes there of Eli Poe. Now is Eli Poe looks like he has the better acceleration, exit speed, and braking there from the other Mercedes behind him of Luke Stokes there. And Luke Stokes there tries to go to the inside. Oh, bit of dormant, and Luke Stokes is put off. Eli Poe is now still ahead of him. My goodness me, Luke Stokes tried to make a brave move down the inside, but unfortunately it's backfired him massively, and now he's lost a significant amount of time. With Alex Milton there now just getting ahead of the Mercedes of Luke Stokes.
Yeah, that was ambitious to say the least. Probably coming into the last lap or two, I would say, and that's maybe why he thought he had to make that move. It didn't work out for him, and it's cost him dearly.
It has indeed, but as we say that now, here is Alex Milton, your race leader, as he's about to come on to the final lap of the race here now.
He has indeed.
Alex Milton has dominated from start to finish. He had a little bit of an argy-bargy there with going to the pole at the start, but he has asserted his dominance for this race, and now because of that, he's been leading the entire GT3 field and the entire race overall ever since going to the pole had his drive-through penalty.
John McDonald with the move done on Eric Orton there, coming into the final lap now. He's opened a half a second gap on Eric, and he'll be hoping to hold him off here for one more lap.
Most likely, you're right there, Steve. And it looks like there John McDonald is starting to pull away from the Mercedes there of Eric Orton. So long as John McDonald doesn't make any more mistakes, he'll have 6th place secure for this race heading into the final round at Suzuka.
Yeah, Eric Orton was going really well. I think he's maybe overdone it and blown his tires basically, and now he's hurting in the last 5 or 10 minutes of this race.
You're right there. Yeah, I think that's his tires there gone. He must have eaten too much of those tires, and because of that there now he's lost most of the grip and most of the straight line speed he needs to be able to attack and defend other drivers there. But now here's Alex Milton there now coming around this double right-hander there. Sorry, double left-hander, excuse me. And he's heading out towards this very long right-hander here. And as he's seen here now, there he has once again dominated this entire race. He dominated back in Hungary, and he's going to dominate here back again in COTA. And here he comes back around the final corner. It's back-to-back victories here for Wiz Motorsports. Alex Milton wins at the Circuit of the Americas. What a drive there from the German. He's put up a fantastic performance there here at the Circuit of the Americas. But let's not forget about our next GT4 winner, Nigel O'Brien there now, who's just coming around the last few corners there as well. Actually, no, he's just coming around the Silverstone style chicane. So let's ride on board with Go to the Paul for a bit and see how he's doing. So if we can switch to Go to the Paul there, Steve.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and Gunter Paul is also across the line, and it's official. I think it's safe to assume the Paul is your GT3 champion of the Potato Nation Multi-Class Championship. He's done it now. He is GT3 champion. Great stuff there from the Belgian. He's put up a tremendous performance throughout the entire season, and now he is in a good enough position to clinch the GT3 title. Fantastic stuff there from the Belgian. Ladies and gentlemen, your Go to the Paul is your GT3 champion of Potato Nation Multi-Class Championship.
Fantastic stuff. Congratulations to Gunther de Paul. He's had a fantastic season. With one race to spare, he can relax for the last race now and put his feet up and celebrate. And Nigel O'Brien here, he's still out on track. I think he's just doing laps for the fun of it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's crossed the line there already, or if he's I mean, we haven't had the countdown timer go off as of yet, so
yeah, he must be still to finish this lap.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to finish this lap here now, because I mean, he was at the Silverstone style circuit beggars and maggots there when he crossed the line, and there is Stephen Kirk there decides he's finished his race and crashes into the barrier in celebration.
He's had a tough race and a tough season.
So now here he comes down around the final corner here now, and here is your race winner and third place I'm running third place in the GT4 standings. Nigel O'Brien takes victory here at the Circuit of the Americas. Great stuff there from the young Irishman, and he's put up a dominating performance throughout the start of the race. He's had to fend off 3 other cars, but he is well deserved this race win here at the Circuit of the Americas today. Wonderful stuff there from Nigel O'Brien.
Fantastic from Nigel. That was a great result.
Yep. So now that the race is all wrapped up, well, let's go over your standings here today. With Alex Mielchin. Alex Mielchin there finishes in first place with Stephen Cross in second place. Go to the pole, the GT3 champion. He finishes third place with Menno Dekars in fourth. Nigel O'Brien, from what I can tell before the results reset on us, he finished in first place with Luke Stokes, with actually Eli Poe finishing second, Luke Stokes in third, and Ryan Ware, the big hunky Chevrolet, is finished in fourth place. Chris Wells, I believe, finished in fifth place. Eric Orshan, John McDonald, sixth place. Eric Orshan in seventh place, and with Stephen Kirk completing the grid. So now that we've go ahead.
No, it's just thought it was another fantastic race at Potato Nation there, and there's some great battles, some close battles too.
Exactly, we were on the edge of our seats there for throughout the start of the race. We didn't know who was going to take what position there. But now let's get on now to our let's invite our winners into the commentary box. Alex Mielchin and Gunther, Alex Mielchin and Nigel O'Brien, and possibly the championship winner, Gunther de Paul. So let me just go ask Mr. May if Alex Mielchin and Nigel O'Brien can come down to the commentary box.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. Thanks for joining us. Race win, tough one. What's your thoughts on it? You got off to a great start, didn't you?
Oh yeah. The start was very lucky. Send it right in there.
Oh,
Okay.
We knew rightly. You've been getting off to great starts. You've been getting great launches off the line, and we did predict that you'd go up the inside straight away. We thought Gunther should have defended it. He didn't. You got the move done. But he gave you a bit of scare early on, and then he got the drive through, and I think that was it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was. We had a good battle. Like he caught me, then he got me, and then he got the drive through. But like I thought he was serving it right away, but he didn't. So then we had like a battle for like 2 laps, and after he had actually served the drive through, then he was far away. But I also got up to 3 strikes. So I was then driving very carefully for the last, 13 minutes, I think. Yeah. And then I got spun around by a GT4 in the second to last lap too.
Yeah, and Alex, just want to say congratulations on your very dominating victory. I imagine you're happy with yourself with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially the start, and then the fight with Gunther was amazing until he had the drive-through.
Yeah, we saw there at the start there. You had an amazing start there and you were able to take the lead there at the start of the race and been able to fend off going to the pole there. Do you reckon that? Do you reckon that this track? Do you reckon? What do you think about this track itself? Do you reckon this is a great track with plenty of overtaking opportunities?
With a fast car, yes, because you have like a few straights and you can make use of some drafting. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Like a lot of turns are very dangerous and high speed for overtake. So it depends. So if you can slipstream, then yes. Otherwise, I think it's pretty hard.
Okay, I see. Right, Stephen, do you want to say anything to Alex there? Are you happy with everything?
No, I think that's great. Great interview there with Alex, and congratulations on the win, Alex. And have a good night. And
thank you.
Okay, and thanks, Alex. Thanks for taking the time to have a chat with us. We'll let you get back to your friends there in race chat.
All right, bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we move on to our GT4 winner, Nigel O'Brien. Welcome, Nigel.
How are you doing, lads?
How's it going, Nigel?
Good, thanks. Just want to say congratulations on your GT4 victory. I imagine you're more happy with yourself than you were back in Silverstone.
Yeah. I've won a GT3 and a GT4 in the same league, so that's good. The only thing was Pascal wasn't around, so I told him I was practicing and he didn't show up. He was afraid. So maybe next week.
He's probably been gambling at the casino there, and he spent nearly all of his family's money there. He's probably trying to avoid the misses at the moment.
I don't know, but it would have been sweeter if Pascal was here, though. If Pascal was here, probably would have been P2, but I was fast today.
Yeah, Nigel, you took your time getting used to the GT4 car. You're there. I thought you were thereabouts last week with the pace. Pascal's a different animal, all the same. Yeah, but did you have any doubts today with the with Luke Stokes there and a few of the other guys, Ramware and Eli Poe there? It looked a good four-way battle there.
Well, there was good
one.
quality there. Like there was good lads there. Maybe Herbert wasn't here either, so that's another lad that was missing because Herbert's very fast. But yeah, no, like the lads that were there are fast. I had a bit of battle with Luke at the start. Yeah, he sent it on me a couple of times.
Seen that, yeah.
With GT4s, you can do that, So I done the same to get the place back. Just a little bit of door to door. Nothing too hectic, but good battle.
Good stuff.
Now talk us through there about the Alpine. That car looked like it was very quick there around the corners. Would you say that you'll be using that car for future GT4 races, or are you looking at maybe trying other cars in that category?
Well, you know what? The setup is very important with the cars. Today I was using a Go setup, but it's from the 1.8, not the 1.9 update, and I edited it a little bit, and it turned out that it was pretty fast. So a setup can make a big difference in this game, as Lawrence does away, I would say, or argue. 2 seconds maybe.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah,
exactly.
it's a long circuit as well. As I said, the guys were talking about track limits there as well. We've seen Gunther with the drive-through. Did you have any issues with track limits as well yourself?
Do you know what? I got one early on, and then I didn't get any more. Yeah, it's very technical, the track. It's super technical, actually. Every corner is a challenge, particularly with track limits. So yeah, no, I just took it easy, and as I say, I got some practice in this week. I hadn't been getting practice in the previous weeks, but today I practiced, and I knew where the limits were. So I kind of, once I got in the lead, I didn't go push too much. Conservative-ish.
And do you think you'll drive GT4 if Patination run another league? Will you drive GT4 in it, do you think, or do you go back to GT3? There's only 4 GT3 cars out tonight, which is a bit of a shame, but the battles seem to be fantastic in GT4. It all seems to be like bumper to bumper.
Yeah, it depends on who's in the GT3s, to be honest, lads, because you know yourself, if you're a couple of tenths quicker than the next lad every race, it can be very boring. You know yourself. You need a bit of competition. So I'm not saying the boys aren't fast right in the GT3s, but first I was on the first race. I just thought it was a bit much.
Yeah,
of lead I had.
born season.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now I got the opposite going to the GT4s because the lads in the GT4s would be fast in the GT3s as well. So I really just dropped down for the competition, and I got it. That's for sure because I'm not the fastest. So.
Well, you were the fastest today, Nigel.
I was, yeah. That's the important thing.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right, well, Steve. Yeah, congratulations there, Nigel. Steve, you happy with everything there?
I'm happy enough, yeah. Stuart.
All right, well, Nigel, thanks for your time here in the commentary box. We'll let you get back to the winner's circle there.
Thanks, lads. I look forward to hearing your commentary later on the replay. Good stuff, as usual.
You'll definitely look forward to hearing this commentary, especially with myself and Stephen going full Americans there one or two times.
I'd say could be
the popcorn, get the peanuts out, get the crisps out, the Tato, the free state Tato, I call it.
Yeah.
Tastes better. Tastes better.
It does. I'm down in Longford working at the minute, and it's fantastic. I buy a multi-pack of it every Monday.
Yeah. It's amazing what happens when you cross that imaginary border, lads.
Anyway, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
All the best.
We'll talk
Go on, lads. Bye.
Right.
Right then. So, Stephen, that was definitely a very hectic race there. We were on the edge of our seats there, not knowing what was going to happen there, Steve.
Oh, fantastic. That was a great race. I loved it. It was a great night again with yourself, Stuart. Thanks for commentating tonight as well. And where are we at next week, Stu?
I believe the next race is in the land of the rising sun, also known as Japan. Oh no, sorry, correction. I'm wrong. Actually, it's actually in Valencia, not Japan.
Oh, the new circuit, yeah.
Yeah, the Valencia circuit. That's home to the final race of the MotoGP Championship. So it's actually Valencia we're going to, not Suzuka. Excuse me. Silly me. I've been so used to this last race being in Suzuka that I'm so used that I've forgotten it was actually in Valencia there.
Yeah, I look forward to that. It's the final race of the season. I think pretty much the championship is wrapped up, so hopefully we get a good turnout still and a good night's racing next Sunday.
Yeah, at least in the GT3 side of things, the championship's all wrapped up. But we're waiting now for the world famous Herbert Froschkel there to wrap up the championship in GT4.
Yeah.
So hopefully, most likely be able to do it in Valencia. But I think for now we're gonna leave you guys here there now. This has been your commentator Stuart Brierson and race director and also second commentator Stephen Mullen here now, saying thank you again for tuning into this very hectic race at COTA. Thanks again to our sponsor Pitskill.io for sponsoring this championship. And until next week in Valencia, we look forward to seeing you all again. But for now, guys, have a great evening and goodbye.
Goodbye, folks.
My Jesus. Yeah, can I talk now?